Indeed, I am powerful, as the Emperor has foreseen. Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Xaereth Prevails. Today we're going to talk about 5 characters that everyone should be working on, on some level. It's a little bit of hyperbole, right? I mean, if you don't want them, don't get them. I don't care. I want to make sure everyone is on the same page, because these characters, I want to help you understand their potential, because they're very, very strong. I put out a video like this. I tried to do it every like 6 months or something. I just realized it's been like over a year since I put out the last one. And so let's check it out though, guys. These are very, very important characters, in my opinion. Just want to shout out my patrons. You guys are also very, very important characters. Don't ever stop believing that, because you're all very important to me. Thank you guys so much for your support. Whoa, we're in the game of madness. This is madness. Alright, guys, I need 2 things from you. Number 1, please, I need you to ignore 2 things specifically. Number 1, my hair, it's bowl cut-ish. Don't judge me. My hair will be cut very, very soon, and I don't want hair stuff in it. So, just deal with it, guys, alright? You don't like bowl cuts? Well, you're too judgy. Now, we've got, the other thing is credits. Don't mind my credits either. There's a reason on this account that I'm not spending as many credits on mods right now, and we're going to make a video, or at least do a stream with them, and we need a lot of them so that I can actually buy a lot of mods while I'm working on said video, or said whatever, a stream thing, whatever. Anyways, we've got Old Man Rex is number 1 on this list. It's not necessarily like the top priority, but here's the thing. I'm not farming him on the stars. Oh, I should point out, guys, we're on my alt account, my middle account, which is like 9.4 million GP. Only 3 Galactic Legends, but you know, we do the big game hunting thing on it, where we kill all of the all the Galactic Legends with off-meta counters, and Rex is actually going to fit in on that really well. I'm showing you guys on this account, though, so that you can see that all these characters I'm working on are characters I'm truly working on. It's not just me telling you, hey, look at these, there's some cool characters, I'm a content creator, yay, go work on these random characters. I'm a content creator, yay. That's certainly a thing I say to myself at least 4 times a day, but otherwise, Captain Rex is just going to be very strong in the off-meta. He goes really well in 3v3 and in 5v5 with, the clones are amazing in 3s if you put the Omicron on. Phoenix are amazing even if you don't have the Omicron, but the Omicron does certainly help. I used my 4-star on my main account. I used my 4-star Rex to try to clean up a Lord Vader just recently, and it didn't work, and I had told this stream, I was like, yeah, this isn't going to work, but I just want to see how survivable he was at 4 stars, and he was so tanky, guys. He's crazy strong. No Datacron or anything, of course, because he was only gear 11, but he survived longer than like Zeb did. They survived multiple minutes. It wasn't just like, oh hey, it's a race out the door. He's very, very strong, guys. Keeps the squad very good, and he's gonna have a really good Datacron coming up, which isn't like the reason to be farming him. You can see I'm not working on his stars right now, because right now you have to pay crystals to get him, and I don't think he's worth spending a lot of crystals on. Once he's farmable, we'll start farming him, maybe even double farming, depending on it. But he's a Galactic Legend Leia requirement. He is going to be useful in GAC on 3s and 5s with different squads, and then he's also just going to be good on Zepho in territory battles, guys, because that node requires clones, and my guess is Rex is going to be in the thick of it, though who knows, maybe it's just going to be like a Bad Batch squad with Omega with her Omicron. Who knows, but he's going to be good, guys. It's gonna be a thing. It's very worthwhile. The only reason I haven't put the Omicron on this account yet is when Malgus comes out, he's going to cost or he's going to take at least 3 Omicrons. Well, yeah, he can put 3 on, and I need to make sure I have those 3 available for him when it happens. Now, the next one is going to be Seer Hunda. I don't actually know how to pronounce her name. I remember watching all the cutscenes and stuff from the first show, but I don't remember how they said it. I like the idea of Hunda, though, because it's fun to say. And you can see she is someone I'm double farming on this account. Hopefully, she'll be ready for the time when Jedi Cal comes back. But there's a few reasons you want to be working on Seer. Number 1, Malgus is coming out in about 6 weeks from the making of this video, and she's going to be the lead. At least that's what it looks like right now. Yes, Malgus will be good on other squads like Lord Vader or Rey or something. Probably, this seems so weird, guys, but maybe he will be. But he's like almost... If you read the 2 kits back to back, he's almost custom built to go with Seer. And so if you're gonna get Malgus, so your plan is to get him eventually, you're gonna want the character who has a good leadership for that madman, because he doesn't have his own leadership because he is mad. And not only that, but he's crazy as well. She does a lot of cool stuff, actually. I don't know how many people realize how she actually has like a Rexecute level ability where she kind of just ramps damage, and then she does a huge hit and people just disappear. It's very disconcerting. It's certainly not concerning, guys. She just does a lot of cool stuff, and if you read through her lengthy novel of a leadership and unique, she is just very good with UFUs in general. She's a requirement for Rise of the Empire for territory battles, really good. And then of course Jedi Cal, she's one of the requirements for Jedi Cal. And I mean, if you don't want to get Jedi Cal, then don't. I don't care. I just whatever. It's like just stop not caring about him. He's really good, actually, guys. Do yourself a favor. He's really good. And anyways, Seer is really good. But beyond that, she's a requirement for him. And I mean, just that's probably good enough to warrant it. But I think she deserves special mention because of how strong she is, and because of how vital she is on that Baraka mission to unlock Zepho, and then eventually she'll probably be used on Zepho as well. So lots of good stuff about her. Now we have Sabine right. Gosh, I want to hit this upgrade button so bad, but we're saving this this one. I can't build the piece on my own. This is saved for one of my characters who I need to take immediately to gear 12 once they're finished farming. It might be Seer, I'm not sure, but Sabine, one way or another, guys, she's really good, very strong. Cooler hair than me, unfortunately, but she's one of those characters, guys. Her stock keeps rising. So first off, she goes really well with like a Hondo and Sana team. Sana, the requirement for Afra, but Sabine is she does so many cool stuff. So many cool stuff, guys. First off, she's going to be vital for Rex squads in the future, like Phoenix squads. If you want a character to start going with, I mean, I guess Hera, but Hera's already a requirement character. Sabine, to me, is one of the most obvious fits for Rex because you're going to get all the armor shreds, and she's going to be doing all the damage. Her demolish thing puts stagger on everyone, which is really good. And I mean, she just keeps going. Her cooldowns keep getting refreshed. She can armor shred every other turn regardless because of the cooldown. And she's a pilot for the second best fleet. I mean, you probably don't want to gear her just because she's a pilot. She's like 1/3 of a pilot is what she really is. You also have to think that eventually we're going to get things from that new Ahsoka show that's about to come out. And, I mean, who knows? They would probably release a new character for her. But if they did, this one might interact in some way with her. I'm not sure, but one way or another, she's going to be vital on that Rex squad. Even if you don't put her with Phoenix, she's really good with a few other squads. She's also really good with Mandalorians, guys. She's been better and better over time. Very impressive character, in fact. I really want to push this upgrade button, but let's not. Alright guys, this should come as no surprise if you've been watching my channel. Marin is someone who merits as much gear and as much work as possible, except despite the fact that I'm not putting Chirotech on her right now. I need to save these ones for other reasons. But the thing is, guys, even without her gear, I know people are like, man, she's only good at once she hits gear 12 or once you put an Omicron or Datacron on her, and it's true that those things make her really strong, for sure, that's no doubt. However, you can see she just hit 5 stars, and she's had an Omicron since she was 3 stars for me. Like, the Omicron is crazy strong, if I actually knew where it was applied. But yeah, this is really, really strong, guys. She is very, very strong. And the thing is, she makes my really bad Nice Sisters on this squad, or on this roster, and other, like my smaller roster. Like, I have an Omicron on that one too. Like, I'm all in. Marin transforms this squad. She is changing and shaping the meta. She's destroying so many things for me, guys. She's like an ace in the hole. She's someone you want to be working on. If you have any Nice Sisters at all, like, get your DACA to relics, and the rest of them can be like gear 12, and you'll start killing full relic squads super quick. I feel like I'm selling snake oil or something, being, you know, just like selling you hope or something, but she's so good. Not to mention, she's also a Jedi Cal requirement. Like, it's just, it's win-win. Like, maybe they'll make her a pilot too at some point, just because she's not good enough somehow. She's probably one of the most exciting characters for the current times that there is. I mean, I'm biased because I like Nice Sisters, but she's very strong, guys. Just objectively speaking, because I'm sure I can be objective right now. She's very, very worthwhile, and putting an Omicron on, I don't think you'll regret it, frankly. Will you be killing Jabba teams when she's at gear 11 without a Datacron? Probably not, but maybe. I know that some people have been saying they've been killing all but Jabba on a team with this level of Marin and a bunch of gear 12 Nice Sisters. That you can do it, guys. It's possible. So Moff Gideon might seem like a surprising 5th, but here's the thing, guys. He keeps coming up as relevant. I've used him almost every single match this last GAC season, and you don't need his leadership, but like, he goes with Padme, actually. That's in the Gidme squad, and he's just really strong. Like, he kills Tuskens really well. You have to make him fast, but he's naturally one of the fastest characters in the game. You can see even at gear 12, I have him at 353. He's gonna add another, what, 8 more speed? The +6 plus the 2 for the bonus, going from 12 to 13, and it's just this ability, guys, that takes down leadership, or it takes down turn meter, gives courage to the squad. You guys can watch my Gidme video if you want, but he just continues to be very relevant. The other thing I want to point out, though, guys, not only is he good in GAC, he goes well with like Lord Vader squads, he goes well with that Gidme squad, and eventually maybe we'll get more like Imperial Remnant characters. Who knows? I don't really care about that. I don't care about his armor shred with the Darksaber like Sabine has. The thing I care most about right now, though, is he's going to be in the new raid on Endor, and we don't know really how it's gonna look, so who knows, maybe he won't be good there. Like, he'll be usable, certainly, but we don't know exactly what the shape of that's gonna be, so, you know, don't overinvest in something you don't know anything about. But he is also just going to like, he's a representation of, like, okay, what's a safe character that you can be working on right now for the new raid? Like Moff Gideon, even if he turns out to not be good in the raid, if you put gear on him, you're not gonna regret it. And you know, he's really strong. Is he a requirement character for anything? Not yet. Maybe eventually, but right now, he's good, guys. He's still very, very relevant on a lot of different game modes, and he keeps the turn meter clock ticking for troopers. If you want to use him in troopers, it's almost overkill. He is a lot of fun, guys. He is a very fun character if you learn how to use him, that is. So that does it for my top 5. I want to show you guys 5 that I thought, that I considered taking as well. We'll have to run through them. So Malgus, obviously he's a pilot. You're going to need him for the Leviathan, which is the new awesome fleet ship, which keeps having big counters to it, like easy counters to it. And I don't know, it is a good fleet, but he's a character that, all right, Relic 9 obviously would be really strong on him anyways, but then his ship is very, very strong there in that as well. So like you're double dipping, you want to be working on him for defense in GAC and Territory Wars. He works very well as well with other Sith in Rise of the Empire. The list goes on. He's a keeper of a character, and you should be making plans to unlock him if you don't have him planned already. Finn is someone that you should be working on because of the Zori team, but also because of the potential off-meta counter of using Radis to at least nuke the Leviathan in Fleet Arena, or not Fleet Arena, that doesn't do anything, but in GAC or Territory Wars. But then he's really good. He's the leader for the Zori squad, and he's a requirement for Rey. So hooray! He's not in the top 5, obviously. This is just the backup 5. Crew is one that I know that he's a requirement character. He's a Relic 7 for most of you, but the thing is, he's also, beyond his other strengths, the thing, like his leadership is good if he's with other First Order, or if he's just on a squad that he doesn't care about, like no one else has a good leadership. The leadership is really good for him, at least. He's got the 2-turn stun that's automatic as long as they can be stunned. They just are stunned. He has tenacity down on basic, and he counters a lot. He does all those really cool things, but the other thing that makes his stock go up even higher, beyond being a good pilot, like he's one of the best, he'd probably be on the top 10 list of best characters in the game because he's a plug-and-play pre-taunt. He just, like, all of his abilities are awesome. The other thing about it, though, is we don't know exactly what that Seer squad with whatever Malgus is going to look like, but I would not be surprised to see him because he's a pre-taunt and he's an UFU, he's an unaligned force user, and he's fairly obnoxious on that team because the pre-taunt, and then he just keeps getting in the way. A wonderful character, wonderful value for what you're getting for him. I'm nowhere close to getting Supreme Leader Kylo on this account, but he's still Relic 1 because he's valuable for other reasons. Mace, I keep mentioning him. He's just one of the best characters in the game right now. We're almost one of the most versatile. He can go on all the different Jedi teams, not just Galactic Republic. He's able to dispel, he's able to chip away at health and protection and all of that stuff using his Shatterpoint ability. He's able to pass turns to Galactic Republic. He's a capital ship pilot to the worst capital ship in the game, but eventually we're gonna get the Bad Batch shuttle, and it's gonna revamp this ship, and everyone's gonna be sorry. Mark my words. No, he is very good though, and he's just like in this meta of ultra health and ultra thick awesome characters. He chips, he's one of the best at just slowly eroding them over time. Sith Marauder, he's with the new fleet, and he's also I only have Relic 3 on this account, which is I have Leviathan unlocked, and that bomber needs more health. So eventually, you can see I've already put some cron or some mods on him and everything, but he becomes extremely thick. Eventually, we're gonna all want him Relic 8 probably. Just sorry to say, he's requirement at 7. We're probably gonna want him at 8, and that's it, guys. What other characters did I miss? What should make the top 5? What are you working on? What should I be working on? Guys, thank you all so much for watching, and remember that in all things, Zeros prevails.